What about penalties? So they're charged based on the tax debt amount. So, and then interest is charged on top of the penalties. So filing proper returns can reduce penalties. Yes, so there are penalties for everything under the sun. There are about 150 penalties. I talk about this in my book as well. 21 tax topics to stay compliant and save money. So in my book, I talk about the many penalties that the IRS has and how you could easily avoid some of those penalties by just doing stuff like filing your returns on time, making some sort of payment with your tax return, right? It's going to lessen the blow of the penalties and the interest. But they can be reduced or eliminated otherwise if you qualify for what's called first-time abatement of penalties, or if you qualify for reasonable cause. There's criteria to meet that reasonable cause. I'm going to talk about that. Serious illness left you unable to address your personal financial matters. And by the way, unless you're sick for several years, you generally can only use this, excuse for lack of a better word, in the year that you had the illness, for example. Okay, you can't be, unless you're really ill for 5 years, you can't say, well, IRS, yes, I was ill in 2001, give me a break on the penalties for 2002, 3, 4, and 5. Unless you were still ill for all those years. The employee responsible for depositing payroll taxes embezzles. Yeah, so if someone embezzles money from your company, that's a way to get the penalties abated, at least for that year that the embezzlement occurred. And then terminated, destroyed your records. Yeah, you can't file. It's hard to file if you have no records. Okay, especially if your tax situation is complex.